Listen carefully. In the first 3 seconds, I'm telling you this. Silence is not weakness. Silence is a loaded gun. This is a powerful, dark technique. If you use it to destroy people, you will destroy yourself. So, do not misuse it. Use it to protect your power and control your position. Now, pay attention. Silence is how real power moves. Loud people beg for attention. Quiet people decide what happens next. I will show you how silence becomes a weapon when used with discipline and timing. There's no drama, no excuses. Just pure, unadulterated control. Let's begin. First, silence creates pressure. The moment you stop talking, people start thinking. Their mind rushes to fill that empty space with fear, with doubt, and with their own wild imagination. You see, most people cannot handle the quiet. They panic. They start explaining themselves, justifying their actions, and revealing their weaknesses. Oh, while you say nothing, you just let them drown in their own thoughts. The pressure you create does all the work for you. Second, silence exposes true intentions. When you stay quiet, people show their real face. Liars start talking more, weaving more complex stories. Manipulators rush to close the deal, hoping you won't notice the flaws. Weak people overshare, desperate for validation. Silence removes the masks. You don't need to interrogate anyone. Just sit back and watch who breaks first. Their actions will tell you everything you need to know. Third, silence shifts control. Think about it. The person who talks more is usually the one chasing, the one who needs something. The one who stays quiet is the one who decides. When you reduce your words, you raise your value. People lean in, they hang on your every potential word. They wait for your response, and just like that, control moves to you without any effort at all. Fourth, silence punishes without violence. No insults, no threats, no emotional reactions. Silence simply denies the emotional reward someone is seeking. This can hurt more than angry words. When someone desperately wants a reaction from you, a sign that they've gotten under your skin, and you give them nothing, they feel invisible. This is deep psychological pain. You're showing them they don't matter enough to warrant a response. Use this carefully. Fifth, silence makes your words heavier. If you're talking all the time, your words just become background noise. They lose their impact. But when you speak rarely, every single word lands with force. People listen, they pay attention, they remember what you said. Silence sharpens your voice like a blade, making it cut through the noise when you finally choose to speak. Sixth, silence reveals hierarchy. In any room, take a moment and notice who fills the air with chatter and who owns it with their presence. True leaders don't rush to speak. They wait, they observe, they listen. When you use silence effectively, you signal unshakable confidence. Subconsciously, others will place you higher in the social order. You're not desperate for the spotlight. You commanded by your very composure. Seventh, silence destroys arguments. Arguments need fuel to burn, and that fuel is emotional reaction. Silence removes the fuel. When someone attacks you verbally and you stay calm and quiet, what happens? They start to look emotional, unstable, even a little crazy. They're fighting with themselves. You win the battle without ever throwing a punch. Your calm is your victory. Eighth, silence creates mystery. People trust what they understand, but they often obey what they cannot read. Silence makes you unreadable. Are you agreeing? Disagreeing? Planning your next move? They don't know. This mystery creates a powerful combination of respect and a healthy dose of fear. You become a puzzle they can't solve, and that gives you an incredible advantage. Ninth, silence trains others how to treat you. This is crucial. When you refuse to respond to disrespect, people learn your boundaries. They learn that certain behaviors will get them absolutely nowhere with you. But if you respond to everything, if you get baited into every little conflict, people learn they can poke you anytime for a reaction. Silence teaches others discipline by demonstrating your own. 10th, silence gives you control over timing. Power isn't just about what you do, it's about when you do it. Silence lets you choose the perfect moment. You respond when it benefits you, not when they demand it. This allows you to process, to strategize and to act from a position of strength, not reaction. Remember, timing often beats raw strength. 11th, silence makes others chase you. In today's world, attention is currency. When you stop giving it away freely, its value goes up. People start to chase it. By being silent, by withholding your reaction and your validation, you make people invest emotionally in getting your attention. That investment creates an attachment, and that attachment gives you influence. 12th, silence protects your weaknesses. Talking reveals too much. It exposes your plans, your fears, your doubts. Every word you speak can be used against you. Silence keeps your cards hidden. It's your armor. Never give your enemies information for free. Let them guess. Let them be wrong. 13th, silence shows emotional mastery. Anyone can react. A child can throw a tantrum, but very few people can hold perfectly still in the face of provocation. This emotional control is a pure form of dominance. When others are exploding with emotion and you remain silent and calm, you are demonstrating that you stand above the chaos. You are the one in control of yourself, and therefore, in control of the situation. 14th, silence forces respect. People might ignore your words. They might argue with your opinions, but they cannot ignore your absence. Silence is absence with intention. It's a deliberate choice that communicates power. It commands respect without ever having to ask for it. Its presence is felt more strongly than any shout. And finally, number 15, silence is not passive. You must understand this. This isn't about freezing up or being afraid to speak. Silence is active control. While you are quiet on the outside, you are observing, calculating, and deciding on the inside. That is real strength. So, listen to me carefully one last time. Silence must be used with purpose. Do not hide behind it like a coward, and do not use it to manipulate innocent people. Use it to protect your energy, to secure your position, and to guard your peace. Real power doesn't need to shout. Real power watches, it waits, and it strikes only when absolutely necessary. If these tips were helpful and you want more powerful psychological control techniques in future videos, then subscribe now. Stay sharp, stay disciplined, stay silent when it matters.